Welcome to the Hannukah Yoga Flow. Welcome to the Old City in Jerusalem, the spiritual center of the world. Welcome to your mat and welcome to your body. I'm so excited to move with you today. Let's start by sitting on the heels. We're going to start in honor of Hannukah in candle pose. So getting comfortable, making sure you have water nearby. And if you have two pillows for our final relaxation pose, bring two pillows to the mat. A beautiful teaching of Hannukah is the word for nefesh, which is our enlivening soul, is composed of three letters, and they stand for different parts of a candle. We have the nun, which stands for ner, the flame. The pei in nefesh stands for pasila, which is the wick. And the shin in nefesh stands for shemen, which is oil. So these three parts of our soul resembles a candle. So as we're sitting on our heels, let's start just waving the body like a flame, rippling through the spine, breathing in life and light, and exhaling deep, slow breaths. And the Zohar elaborates on this teaching of the candle and says that humans are like a candle and that the wick is our body, and the flame, the Zohar says, is the soul resting on top of the head, reaching upwards to connect above. And the oil is what combines the two. It what unifies body and soul. And really it's the deeds, the movements, the actions in our life that marry and intermingle the body and the soul as one. So keep breathing, warming up the spine, waking up the body to new light this Hannukah. Few more breaths. Feeling your body as light, your breath as light. And we'll continue this visualization of the flame throughout every pose. Come back to this visual. Body as the wick and the soul as the flame rising above. We'll lift up onto the knees and tuck the toes behind you and start to rock the torso back and lift, just warming up the tops of the legs. And eventually you'll go as far back as you can using the strength of your legs and then holding onto the heels behind you. Stay right here with the chin tucked, or breathe into the chest and open the throat, lifting through the heart. Breathe this breath of light filling in the heart space. And then lift the right hand onto the sacrum and the left hand onto the sacrum. Inhale through the hands, lift through the side body, and exhale. We'll come into a child's pose. Forehead presses onto the mat. Hips are sinking over the heels. And in this child's pose, as you lengthen the spine and walk the fingertips forward, breathe in this light. And Hannukah is really this enlivening light of miracles. So instead of during yoga focusing so much on the alignment of the pose and the technicalities of the pose, just connect to the miracle and the vitality of your being. That every breath is a divine, miraculous gift. Two more breaths here. Empty out the exhale. Lift onto all fours into tabletop. And from tabletop, we'll walk the hands forward. Keep the hips lifted. And again, press the forehead down to the mat, widening through the thoracic spine. Melting heart pose, like a melting candle. Breathe and dip the chest towards the ground. You can even anchor the elbows to the mat and then lift the hands above the skull. Ignite the fingertips like flickering flames above you. Visualizing this light around the crown, the head, reaching for above. Keep breathing and dipping the chest down, lifting through the hips, igniting through the fingertips. Exhale, release the forearms to the mat. Sweep back onto the hands. Lift the knees up and back. Sink the heels. As you breathe in through the nose, light, and exhale through the body as if you're washing breath of light in every cell, every organ. 2 more breaths like this. Inhale through the nose, breathing in the light of the menorah, this Or Haganuz, the hidden light that comes from the darkness. And exhale, washing the light through the body. And inhale, we'll float the right leg up, reaching high like a flame. Exhale, step the right foot between the legs. Lower the left knee to the mat. Inhale, reach through the hands. Exhale, open the cactus arms, but tuck the thumbs into the palms. So we have 4 fingers on the left, 4 fingers on the right, resembling a menorah. Our head, our mind, this consciousness is the center, the shamash. So breathe in this knowledge that we are carriers of light. And our mission here, especially on Hannukah, is to illuminate this dark world with our inner light. Inhale, reach through the hands. Exhale, float the hand down. Lift the back knee, step it forward, fold. Swing right and left. And inhale through the body as you lift all the way up. Exhale, I am light. Menorah pose. Inhale to reach. Exhale, dive forward. Hands to the mat. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, fold. Step back into a plank. Press through the heels. Navel lifts towards the spine. Press into the palms. As you feel yourself warming from the inside out, which is really the avoda of Hannukah. It's cold and dark outside, but it's warm and light with 2 more breaths here, energizing from the core, warming up through the obliques, through the whole body. Exhale, lower all the way onto the ground. Tops of the feet press down. Inhale, lift. Breathe in, opening through the chest. Smile, warm and bright. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Breathe and just gaze around, looking at the miracle of your body. Actually, the gematria for Hannukah is the same gematria for Guf, which is body. And it's really through the body that the light of Hannukah shines. Inhale, left leg floats to the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through. Right knee lowers to the mat, top of the foot down. Inhale, reach through the hands. Tuck the thumbs, exhale into your menorah. Lift through the shamash, through the crown. Inhale to lift. Exhale, float it down. Right knee lifts up to meet the left. Exhale, release through the spine. Gaze at the feet, firmly pressing into the ground. The sphira connected with the month of Kislev is Netzach, which is the right foot. So lift through the arches of the feet so that there's space between the arch and the ground. And with that arch, engaging through the muscles of the feet, inhale as we breathe in light, reaching tall. Exhale, cactus arms, lift through the heart. Inhale, reach. And exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, hands to the shins or tops of the thighs. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back into plank, warming up from the inside out. Lower all the way onto the ground. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hips up and back. Press the heels down. Lift the toes to really shift the weight onto the heels. Pressing the chest towards the tops of the thighs. Rotating the top arm bones in towards the midline. And breathe. Your body, your breath, a miraculous gift. Release on the exhale, and then inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, step it all the way through. Again, lower the knee. Inhale to reach. Exhale, float the hands down. Lift the knee, step it all the way to the front. Fold. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Exhale into your menorah pose. Inhale, long body. Exhale, dive. Inhale, heart lifts, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back. Warm through the core as you lower to the ground. Release the breath. Inhale it in. Exhale, hips up and back. Let the breath wash through the body. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, I am light. Say it out loud. Let's try again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, I am light. Beautiful. Inhale the left foot to the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through. Lower the right knee. Inhale to reach. Exhale, menorah. Inhale, lift. Exhale, float the hands down. Right knee lifts up to meet the left. Release the breath all the way out. Swaying back and forth like a flame. Engage the muscles of the feet. This sense of netzach, of endurance, of commitment. And then inhale, lift high. Exhale, menorah. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. And Hannukah means dedication. And it's a time where we rededicated the temple. And each one of us has a temple within. So let's start this next flow by dedicating a moment to ourselves, to our inner pure self. This cruse of oil that is never defiled, that is always pure and perfected, no matter what. It never runs dry. It's always full. This inner self that we are rededicating to this Hannukah. So take a few breaths, connecting to that inner light, that inner temple. And we're going to go through that flow one more time, maybe adding on. And the whole time come back to your dedicated commitment to coming back to self, our truest self. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, heart away from the legs. Exhale, plant the hands down. Core, this inner pure self. And from here, we illuminate the whole world. Lower to the mat. Inhale through the crown. Shoulder blades pull together behind you. Tops of feet press down into the mat. And exhale, lift up and back. Let it out. Everything that has dusted. Exhale anything that has clouded or covered this inner light from shining fully. Exhale it out like you're releasing the darkness. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it all the way through. Right knee lowers. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus arms. Shine from the heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to square the foot. Lift onto the top of the ball of the foot. Step it forward. Fold. Crown reaches to the ground. Inhale. Rise like the shamash that you are. Exhale, menorah. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come back to heart center. Rocking right and left, swaying like a flame. Our sages teach us to daven like a flame. That rocking motion brings out the inner light within us. This next round, we're going to dedicate to someone that maybe needs a little extra love or intention. Someone in your life. Close your eyes, bring them into the heart center. When we dedicate our practice, we expand the consciousness and illuminate the world. Just like when you light another flame, it does not diminish your own light. It only expands and increases the light. So bring that person here onto your mat. Visualize them. Visualize their name. Feel their energy. And let's flow. Inhale to lift. Exhale, heart dives towards the top of the thighs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your feet back. Navel lifts towards the spine. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, open your heart to this person. Love, kindness, light. Exhale, hips up and back. Sink the heels. 2 breaths here. Exhale, release it out. Inhale, float the left leg. Exhale, step it through. Lower the knee. Inhale to reach. Exhale, lower the elbows, open the heart. Make space for this person. Inhale, hands lift. Exhale, float the hands down. Knee lifts. Step all the way to the top of the mat as you lower. And inhale. Inspiration and light that you can share with this person, filling up their cup. Exhale, hands to heart. Coming back into that flame, that soft sway, the flickering noise of the flames that bring us back to our internal self. And this next flow, our last one, will be a dedication to the whole world. The temple was designed with the windows more narrow within and widening so that the light from the temple would shine to the world and illuminate the whole world with a sense of God consciousness, holiness, and unity. So 2 breaths here, really dedicating each movement, each breath to the light of the world, especially in this dark, divided times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive. Send your breath of light outwards. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands plant, step it back. Lower to the ground. Heart rests on the Jerusalem stone, or just imagine. And inhale, tops of the hands pressing firmly and strongly with the knowledge that your light is vital for the world's redemption, for the world's healing. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Lift the back knee, step it forward. You're getting the hang of this now, so just flow with your breath. Let your breath fuel your movements. Trust your body. Exhale, menorah. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Other side, inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down, step it back, plank, lower to the mat. Inhale, lift through the crown, tops of the feet firm. Exhale, down dog. Other side, left leg floats. Inhale to reach. Exhale, step it through. Soften the right knee to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus arms. Shoulders are parallel. Inhale, reach. Exhale, float the hands down. Right knee lifts. Come up to the front of your mat. Sway like a flame. Visualizing the light of the flame. And then inhale this light, washing and warming through the body. Exhale, hands to the heart. With our eyes closed, let's visualize the flame in front of us. And your body effortlessly rocking back and forth, resembling the flame that you are. From here, release the hands to the sides of the body. Step the left foot back, setting up for warrior one. And planting firmly through that right foot. This is the body part of the month of Kislev, which is Netzach. Inhale the hands to lift. Exhale, hands come behind you as you start to fly forward, engaging through that right leg. Inhale, lift. And Netzach is a sense of strong commitment to our values, to our faith, to what's important to us. Netzach is the endurance that keeps us going towards our absolute calling, no matter what. And the right foot in Kabbalah resembles going forward, stepping strong into our endurance, into our light, overcoming all darkness and obstacles to get to where we want to go. Last one. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. Step the left foot forward. Start to root through that left foot. Step the right foot back. Hip bones are facing forward. Sinking the hips low. Left knee hovers over the left heel. Exhale, hands remind the hips to go deeper. And then inhale to lift through the hands. Exhale, float the hands back. Palms are facing down. Energizing through that left leg. Inhale to lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Let your movement be strong, stable, committed. Nice. Last one and lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. Step the right foot forward and just rock the hips around. And rocking the other way. The letter of the month of Kislev is the Samech, which is a big circle. Big circular movements through the hips. And then we're going to sink through both feet, hip width distance apart, lift through the hands, and exhale to sink low. You might want to play with a footing to find what works for you. Hips are sinking down, and the upper body is reaching tall. And Kabbalah talks about this in relation to the flame. There's this phrase of ratzo v'shuv, running and returning. The flame in us, the soul in us, is always reaching, running, and aspiring above. And the wick brings us back down into the physical. We have those moments of inspiration and lifting, and those moments of darkness and descent. But it's all a process, the ups and the downs, the rising and the returning, to help us find that stable equilibrium, which is the connection, the oil between the body and the soul. Last breath. Inhale to reach. Exhale, hands through the heart and onto the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step back to plank. We'll press the left hand into the mat. We'll come onto the edge of the left foot. Stack the right foot over the left. Right hand onto the hip. Breathe here. Firm through that left arm. Lifting through the hips. Maybe reaching the right arm to the sky. Nice. Bring that right hand down. Come back to plank. We're warming up the body in this dark, cold winter. Right hand presses down. Rock to the edge of the right foot. Left foot stacks over the right. Hand onto the left hip. Lift through the right hip. Nice firm side body. And grow that left hand to the sky. Find your breath of light. Try to smile through the discomfort and through the pain. Through the darkness, we find the inner light within. Bring the hand back down. Come back to plank. Lower all the way to the ground. Inhale to lift. Exhale, downward dog, sink the heels. Find your breath of light. And we'll bring the knees down. We're going to come onto the sit bones and come back into that samech, the Hebrew letter of Kislev, which is a wide circle. And it resembles a womb, a protective sphere, and an aura of light around us. And the word samech is similar to tzomeach, which is support. And it even says in Tehillim that God supports those that fall. Let's circle the other way. So knowing that when there's darkness, when there's a fall, when there's hardship, we come back to this samech, this support of God's protection, God's light that's always around us. You might want to close your eyes and visualize you're painting a sphere of light around you. And again, circling the other way, wrapping a cloak of protection around the body. And if we take the letter of Cheshvan, which is Nun, last month, which stands for Nefila, falling, and we put the Samech of this month next to it, we get Nes. And that's where real miracles occur. Let's put the legs long in front of you. Tuck the toes towards the heart. Inhale, reach. And exhale, fold forward. So the real miracle is that when we fall, when we're in the darkest of despair, when we're in hardship, we always search for the cruse of oil. We always search for the light within, the healing light, the hidden or haganuz that will re-illuminate our spirit. So let this pose take your gaze within. Let every exhale bring you deeper into your body. And then we'll float the hands over the tops of the legs. We'll lift that right leg up and over. Inhale the right hand to the sky. Gaze over that right shoulder. Exhale into this twist. Washing out the spine with your breath of light. If it helps, you can visualize this breath of light as a color of your choice. And this breath emanates and expands and liquefies through the body. Last breath, exhale it out. Inhale, turn the torso back to center, lengthen through the right leg. Other side, left leg comes up, knee hugs into midline. Inhale the left fingertips to the sky. Wrap your gaze around that left shoulder, hug the knee into the chest, and start to twist as you exhale and breathe, washing the light of breath through your body. Nice. Come back to center. Extend the legs in front of you. We'll shuffle onto the back. I'll turn this way. Plant the feet firmly down as you bring the hands to the side. Lift through the pelvis, and if you have a block or bolster, feel free to stack it under the lower back for a more restorative posture. Otherwise, shuffle the shoulders, shimmy up, and hold on to the palms, pressing into the top arm bones as you lift through the hips. Feel the breath, the vitality, and the hush, the sense of the month of Kislev is dreams. It's sleeping, but it's on a deeper level, the subconscious dreams. So let this pose bring you into that dreamy state where we reconnect to our deepest visions and desires and ponder what is the light that you have always dreamed of bringing into the world. A few more breaths here. Exhale the hips down to the mat. We'll bring the soles of the feet together and open the knees. Now, if you have your pillows or blocks, stack them under the knees to support you here. Place both hands on the low belly, which is the body part of the month of Kislev, according to Sefer Yetzirah, the Book of Formation. Breathe into the fullness of the hands, feeling the vitality and lightness of the breath. And start to sink into the ground. The more we trust, the more we can open. And the more open we are, the more we can receive the divine miracles of every moment. Now start to feel from the sit bones. Okay, take that out. Now start to feel from the pelvis all the way to the shoulders. The whole back body is starting to melt like a candle into the ground, sinking you deeper into this earth spot. And then lift the knees, the arms, and the legs like a flame. Bringing some movement into the wrists and the ankles. Swaying gently. Listening to the sound of flickering flames. Your body light. And then bring the knees into the chest. Hannukah really is a dedication of the house, the home space. When we light the menorah within our homes, and each one of us creates our own Beis Hamikdash in our home space. And that starts from, okay, take that out. Okay. Bring the knees into the chest, wrapping your arms around the legs. And Hannukah is really a dedication of the house, of the home space. When we light the menorahs from our home and light up our homes. And each body is really a home for our soul, for our neshama. And when we dedicate time and space and care to our body, we allow the inner light to shine brightly. So giving yourself a moment of thanks for showing up today, for your goof, for this body, this vessel, this wick, in order for the flame to be bright and ignited and spread goodness in the world. Release from center, and we'll open wide into a final relaxation. Cup the palms like you're holding a flame in each hand. Close the eyes, and we're going to end with a verse from Proverbs. A flame of God is the soul of man. A flame of God is the soul of man. So we're going to bring this visual of a flame through the body. Start by visualizing this flame in the mind. Maybe between the brows, about an inch in, where our da'as lies. Visualizing a flame, warming up the mind, the consciousness, knowing that God is there in the darkness, in the cold of winter. And then visualizing this flame in the heart space. When we connect here to this flame of the heart, we warm to compassion, kindness, love, a light that shines from within. And then visualizing the flame in the low belly, the body part of Kislev, this low belly that is connected to our womb, our breath that flows effortlessly like a gift. Visualizing a flame of light here. And then imagine your whole body, each cell is igniting with this flame, the Or Haganuz, which is the light that shines from the menorah, the light that comes from the darkness. And just like we light 36 candles on Hannukah, that corresponds to the 36 hours that Adam and Chava were in Gan Eden. It says that their bodies were kotnot or, they were bodies of light because they shined the light of their souls. So when we light the menorah, we are returning this divine light into the world. We're bringing it, illuminating it into our surroundings, into our homes, into our hearts. Inhale to reach behind you, and we'll roll onto the right side. Lift up into a seated. We'll roll the shoulders back and down. Lower the chin towards the chest. And take this last moment to offer a prayer from this inner light that we've cultivated. May this Hannukah bring a fixing and a light to the whole world. May we all return to the beautiful Yerushalayim and rededicate the temples, the temple here and the temple within. Thank you for practicing, and happy Hannukah.